Viewers, it's not often that a journalist or a media personality gets lucky. And today is a lucky day for me because today morning I connected with Pragya's coach, Sri Ramesh, and we said that can we have a conversation, and he agreed readily. Pragya is getting ready for a very important tournament that's going to take place tomorrow. We are in San Francisco in Hyatt. So Praggnanandhaa, namaskaram and welcome to PGurus channel.
Yeah, thank you.
For a 17-year-old, you look very calm. Very, very calm. I'm like excitement and the teenager very, very calm. So I really, really like it. Maybe that's one of the things needed to be a success at chess. So I like to think of you as the Prince of Indian chess. You could be the king of the Indian chess soon. Right now, you are the Prince of the Indian chess. You've been playing chess for a while. Take us back when you got interested in chess, and when did you meet Ramesh ji? How was the journey? Then we'll talk a little bit more about your battles with Carlson and so on and so forth. So where would you like to begin? When did you start?
Yeah, I started chess because of my sister, and around the age of 3.5, I started to learn the rules. And yeah, my sister is also a strong chess player. She's the international master and Indian woman number 3. And yeah, around that age I started, like around 3.5, I started to learn the rules, and around the age of 5 I started to play tournaments. And I think my first kind of the starting achievement was I came second in the under 7 nationals at the age of 6, and I would say that got me like into the chess completely. And then I started to go to Asian Championship and World Championship of under 8. Yeah, that was a very good exposure for me at that age. And then I started to play a lot of events. I met I started to work with Ramesh at the age of around 8, 8.5 maybe, in 2014. And then yeah, we are working till now, so it's been 8 years, and I've learned a lot from him.
Wonderful. So how did your parents get the thing that the children should start playing chess? Talk to us a little bit about your dad and mom.
Yeah, it was actually coincident. Like my sister, she was watching a lot of television back then, and then my parents wanted to distract her from that, and so they put her into chess and drawing. That's how she picked up chess, and she used to practice at home, and then I picked up because of her. It was not planned at all. Then they supported both of us and took us to tournaments. My father he works in bank. He's also physically challenged, so he can't travel to tournaments, and my mother usually travels to tournaments, but he takes care of other things like tickets, visas, and other important things. Yeah, I think their support has been huge.
Wow. It's as we progress in life, first is mother, mata, pita, guru, and then only we say Deivam. I am very happy that you've chosen this. It's not so easy to achieve this kind of proficiency at a young age. Now, when you were like 8 years old, one of the first tournaments that you won, was that with the clock or without the clock?
Yeah, it was always with the clock.
With the clock.
Yeah, because these are the official tournaments. Like what I mentioned, this under 7 nationals, and it's an official event. It's always with the clock.
Wonderful. So when you were at the first big event, first time is a little bit, we feel like, I'm in this big stage. How did you feel?
Yeah, I was just excited at that point. And I was also very excited to travel abroad. First time I traveled was to Sri Lanka for Asian Championship, and then I traveled to Slovenia for the World Championship. And that was also quite interesting because at that point I was not used to this jet lag and all. My first time, it was Like I was sleeping during the games, and I didn't play so well. But next time I learned from those mistakes and started to practice at home itself, like trying to adjust to that time zones. And it worked out.
Wonderful,
for that period.
wonderful. So, do you have a slightly different approach when you are playing black versus playing white?
Yeah, there are some approaches like.
No, you personally, how do you look at it?
So with black, usually people tend to be solid because like white starts first, and white can decide how the direction of the game goes on. And black also has a lot of choices, but it's white who's trying for advantage out of the opening, and black usually tries to stay solid. And if white wants to make a draw, let's say, it's much easier to do with white than black.
I see.
So white has a small edge, but if black wants to try to play for the win, it's possible.
I want you to tell our budding youngsters, 8, 9, 10-year-olds, how your day, a normal day in your life is. What time do you normally get up? How is your preparation and so on? Can you just walk us through how you, one day in the life of Praggnanandhaa.
Yeah, my sleep schedule is completely messed up. Like, it doesn't have a proper thing because the tournament takes place at late night also.
Yes.
And recently I've been traveling a lot, so it doesn't have a schedule or something, but approximately like I sleep around 11, 12, and then wake up around 8, 8:30. And then it's mostly about chess, and thanks to my school I don't have to, like, they don't put me under pressure of studying, and I just have to give my final exams, and that I do like just a month before that I can study and manage it. So it's mostly about chess the whole day.
So chess teaches us a lot about time management, doesn't it? I mean, you're managing time when you're playing. Also, like for example, you said 1 month before the finals you have to prepare for the exams and things like that. In all these things, it's so normal children, right? They have, they want to be this, they want to be that, and they are working towards a goal. In your case, it's unusual. Your goal has already been defined. In my opinion, I mean, I could be wrong. Your goal has already been defined. You are a prodigy at chess. You are going to scale great heights. I have no doubt about that. So, in academics, what interests you a lot?
To be honest, I don't have any plans in academics. So it's mostly about chess.
Of course.
And
yes.
I'm just trying to try to study before the exams and just write it and finish it off.
Wonderful.
So,
listen, I'm actually seeing a focus here, because your focus, you know what you want in life, this is what you want to do, and there are other things that have to be taken care of. I mean, I'm always curious, IAS officers that do IIT engineering, then IIM, and then they sit for IAS. If they're so smart, why can't they just go straight from undergrad? I don't know. I'm just saying. So it's a good thing to have. You became the talk of the town, pride of India, when you started defeating, Carlson. Talk to us a little bit about how those games went. Was it intense? What did you feel? How did you feel? Did you just think that this is another game, another opponent, or how was that feeling?
Yeah, so I played him in this champion chess tour, so which was kind of started by him. Like it's played on the website Chess24, which is owned by Play Magnus, and I got this opportunity because I won Challenges Chess Tour, which is also organized by Play Magnus. It was a qualifying event and I won it, so I got the opportunity to play him regularly this year, every month. And in one of the starting events, I managed to beat him. And it's a rapid event, so the time control is shorter, but still he's the best in every time control. And I just tried to play my best, and this was also the last round of the day, so we both were kind of tired, and I just wanted to give my best and not really think about the result. and kind of it worked out in my favor.
Wonderful. And talk to us a little bit about the championship that you're going to be taking part from tomorrow onwards.
So yeah, this is the same championship tournament. So it has 9 tournaments in total. So this is the last one, and so this will be like the finals event. And here also Magnus Carlsen is playing, and there are other strong players. It'll be a tough event, but it'll also be fun and challenging.
Wonderful, wonderful. If I have to draw parallels, Sachin was 15 years old when he was interviewed by an actor, Tom Alter, and he was just about to start out, and they asked him, do you feel nervous? And he said, no, I don't feel nervous. And yet it's not true. The first time he played against Pakistan, he talks about that now, how difficult it was. The pace was so much more. In chess, is there anything similar like that? Because like I'll give you in cricket, right? At India level, pace is not that much. But when you go to international level, the pace is a couple of steps faster. How does that equate itself into chess?
Yeah, here it's maybe easier compared to cricket because there you can get hit and it's much more harder. But here there's other difficulties, and like we also have to take care of psychological things, and it's just about being focused on the game.
I see the focus even through this conversation that we are having. I feel like if I have to give an example, the Arjuna's sighting of the eye of the parrot, that's my goal. So for somebody who's 10 years younger, you're only 17, let's say some 7-year-old, 8-year-old wants to start playing chess, what would you tell them to do?
Yeah, first just play a lot of games. That's very important, like the experience. When I was young, my sister used to play a lot of her age category events. Like she's 4 years older than me. She used to play like under 13 under 13 state championship, let's say. So I was like 9 at that point, and my mother would accompany her, so I have to be alone at my home. So my father used to go to office, so my mother decided that she will take me to the tournament, and it's also not so much point to keep me waiting outside. So my mother decided to put me in the tournament. So I got a lot of experience playing the stronger players, also who are elder to me. So it was very good experience for me. So I used to play a lot of tournaments where my sister used to play. So I think such experience are very good for the long run, and I would say playing a lot of games helps. And also, like you have to be passionate about the game and just enjoy and play games.
Wonderful, wonderful. I have to go back to Sachin because his coach Achrekar, he said that he would make Sachin play like 10 matches in a day. You bat, you get out here, he'll put him on a scooter, take him to the next ground, go play. So that's excellent advice. So thank you very much, Praggnanandhaa, and I wish you all the best. The whole country of India is rooting for you, and don't let that thing. It's just another thing. We all are with you, and wish you all the best.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.